Hello and welcome to a rain-soaked modelled ads. Today we're going to take a departure from our regular look at wargaming to cast our eye over some source material. Thanks to Pen and Sword, we've got an opportunity to look at two DVDs from the Hitler's War Machine range, Stalingrad 1942 to 1943 and The War in Italy 1944 to 45, both available for £9.99 plus postage and packing. Now, hold on, don't be put off by that Hitler-esque title. This range of approximately 60-minute DVDs are collated, edited and translated from the German propaganda company and used in Die Deutsche Volkenschau, a then contemporary weekly newsreel. Formed in 1938 and becoming a separate branch of service in 1942, the purpose of the PK was to influence the German population, its soldiers and its opponents of National Socialism through war reporting and, following the setbacks in 1941-42, combat propaganda. As such, these DVDs contain original footage intended to demoralise the enemy and, unsurprisingly, perpetuate the myth of the racially superior German fighting a degenerate enemy. With these factors firmly in the forefront of your mind, and stripped of the contemporary historical narrative that typically accompanies military documentaries, you're relatively free to concentrate on the source material itself. Stalingrad 1942-43 opens with Army Group South B's advance over the River Don and into the Volga Basin, before addressing the fighting in Stalingrad itself. For wargamers and modellers focused on this theatre, this footage provides excellent source material for German uniforms, equipment and personal items, as well as aircraft, artillery, armoured fighting and soft-skin vehicles, as well as the landscape in which they were situated. As such, there is much inspiration here for painting and modelling your figures and armour, dioramas, authentic table layouts and scratch building projects. As one might expect, there is little here for Russian players, bar the obligatory negative contrasts and wreck tanks. There is some interesting footage of Italian infantry in action, but this is regrettably short. The extensive Luftwaffe bombing, the house-to-house fighting characteristic of the Battle of Stalingrad is well represented, with the tactical challenge posed by the environment and terrain clearly illustrated. The War in Italy 1944-45 opens with a dramatic airborne drop on Sicily by the 1st Fallschirmjäger Division. Again, this is a rich source of material for equipment, armour and environment, for particularly Fallschirmjäger and Waffen-SS units. The Allied landings at Salerno and Anzio are covered, as is Mussolini's rescue by Scorsese commandos, and this comes at the cost of some of the more relevant combat propaganda seen in Stalingrad. That said, there is useful footage of German fortifications and fighting positions, with the fighting around the town of Monte Cassino well covered. As a wargamer with a keen eye for historical detail, Pen and Sword's Stalingrad and War in Italy provide a wealth of welcome source material. Acknowledging the National Socialist origins of this footage, close study gives insight and inspiration to those looking to add a little authenticity to their figures. I certainly won't be painting any more of my Fallschirmjäger without a chipped helmet. Recommended.